Hi, I'm Christina from Mind Equals Blown, and I'm so excited to have Milhaus here today. They just released their EP, The Graduate, and so to kick us all off, I would love to know what inspired your name Milhaus? Because when I hear it, I immediately think of Milhaus from The Simpsons, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like at least the top 5 best characters.
Yeah,
of The Simpsons.
totally.
I think the idea for Milhaus actually did come because one day, my little brother's 11 years old, and so sometimes I stay home and babysit him. We were watching The Simpsons one time, and Milhaus came on the screen, and it was like a shining light appeared in front of me. I was like, yes, Milhaus, of course, Milhaus. It was Milhaus all along. And then, if you know the story of why they named Milhaus Milhaus, it's because it was Richard Nixon's middle name, which is kind of like a weird but hilarious anecdote. And then we also thought Milhaus. I don't know why that's important too, but it was, and so we thought, okay, this is a good one.
Telenovela was comfortable for a while, but then it became apparent that there were not just several other telenovela bands, but at least 2 others in New York. So just quickly became apparent
not right for us.
Yeah.
We should say this band began as just a lot of people, all of us listening to constantly. I think before we all always played together, but the main thing has always been listening to music. So insane, vast amount of influences.
It's awesome. I'm so happy that you end up going with Milhaus. I'm learning so much about Richard Nixon right now. That's amazing. So speaking of nostalgia, your EP is called The Graduate and talks a little bit about the movie and how it's ridiculous if you haven't seen it. So can you tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind that?
Sure, okay. You want to know the real story? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was at home and I was watching Netflix. And so, I sit with my guitar sometimes when I'll watch TV. So I think I was watching Friday Night Lights or something, and an episode ended, and it said, "You liked something. Have you seen The Graduate?" And I was like, "Don't patronize me, Netflix." And then I thought, anyway, so the lyrics kind of came out there, and so I started writing the song. I had this kind of funny first line, and then I didn't totally know what to do next with it. So I started to think, okay, so who would say something like that? They asked me stupid fucking questions like, have you ever seen The Graduate? Of course, I've seen The Graduate. Kind of fucking idiot hasn't seen The Graduate. And I thought, it reminded me of a bunch of kids from my high school. So I thought, okay, that would be a good story to tell.
I would love to know what your dream venue would be.
A big basement that didn't sound like a concrete room. That had really good sound. With a lot of friends.
Yeah, a whole bunch of friends in there. That would be the most fun thing to do. Real sweaty, beery basement.
Yeah, that's true. Hank's show, and that's for that reason I think Hank's shows are generally most fun.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's with all this shit strewn on my bed? Just grabbing something that was all you said. Last night I was so fucked up, and now you're claiming that you had enough. I'm all smoke and mirrors, I admit, but I just wish we could get over it. I said I changed and I didn't lie, so mama give me one more try, because she will stop at nothing. And I can never get away from it all. Just thinking about it makes me 10 feet tall. And I know that I'll fuck up before you do, 'cause you spend all day just waiting for me to. I'm all smoke and mirrors, I admit, but I just wish we could get over it. I said I changed and I didn't lie, so mama give me one more try, because she will stop at nothing. She will stop at nothing.
Well, I'm going to go rogue, and on the other side of that spectrum, what is the weirdest gig you guys have ever played?
I feel like the weirdest gig we ever played we played we played Pete's Candy Store one time,
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah.
Which is like, it's a really good venue, but it's great if like you're just like piano or guitar, you know what I mean? You're by yourself. But playing as like an ensemble, like I couldn't really set up a drum set at
The
all.
stage is tiny,
It's a little
so
tiny
like
stage.
it was a very tight squeeze.
Yeah.
But there was kind of like a ramshackle, like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. And it's like a great venue.
Yeah.
It's like
But
an
yeah, that
awesome
was a
venue.
weird, probably the weirdest show.
Yeah. We got up there, we were all squeezing on stage like this, like, hey guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I think what made it the weirdest show was the best part.
Of the
Which
encore.
was,
Yeah.
our friends arrived at during our last song.
Right
Right
at the
let's play another one. And you're like, we played them all.
Yeah, like we
Just play the graduate again.
We don't have any other songs.
And so we
we'll
did-
just play the first one that we played.
Yeah,
we just played the graduate.
Swoop it, man.
Yeah.
It's like when you like are in the car too long and the CD starts at track 1, that's
Yeah.
what we did.
Yeah. It was good.
Wow. So you played The Graduate twice on the
Twice.
show.
Twice.
Bookended
Yeah,
it.
we did.
Yeah.
We matriculated twice.
Yeah.
That's pretty legendary. I'm pretty impressed.
It's good.
All right, so be sure to check out Milhaus's album now on Spotify and Bandcamp. Cheers.
Woo!
Cheers.